Bitcoin's volatility sucks. Bitcoin's volatility is its blessing and its curse, okay? And what strategy is doing, what Michael Saylor is doing, is they are slaying Bitcoin's volatility. Bitcoin's volatility is the excuse that every family member has given you for the last 7 Thanksgivings, okay? Volatility is the thing that has like given you a run for your own money over the last several years. Bitcoin's volatility is the reason why I've been scrolling other like dividend portfolio videos and listening to kind of dividend focused investors talk about Bitcoin. And one guy commented, a BTCI investor just commented, he's like, yeah, I don't believe in Bitcoin for the long term, but I'll take the income right now. Bitcoin's volatility is what causes some people to be like that and some Bitcoin maximalists to be the way they are, okay? Bitcoin backed credit has to beat this backed credit. This fake paper backed credit, Bitcoin credit has to beat it. And for this to happen, the volatility has to come down. STRC stretch is the most interesting thing happening in Bitcoin right now. And you don't have to buy the Bitcoin dip the way that you always have. You can rest and step back and reevaluate. You don't have to look at Bitcoin through the same lens that you always have before, okay? Because dealing with the volatility is extremely hard. It just straight up is extremely hard. Planning your life around it is extremely hard. You have to have dollars and Bitcoin, and everyone is focused on figuring out what that correct balance is when knowing that this credit sucks. The paper credit sucks, and that's frustrating. And it's frustrating that when your eyes are open so much to Bitcoin and realizing how screwed up paper money credit is, it makes you want to be all in all the time. And what's good and different now is there used to only be hold dollars and hold Bitcoin. What's good now is there's an entire curve, there's an entire risk curve for you to figure out what stage of your life you're on and what mix you want, okay? To just super simplify it, a lot of the multiple MicroStrategy preferred stocks are hard to understand, okay? So I break down the yield curve to 3 things, okay? On the easy, and they are stretch, BTCI, and regular Bitcoin, okay? And then actually I would put MSTR common stock on the end, okay? These are easier things to understand. You can go and learn about the different MicroStrategy preferreds, but these are the easiest things to understand. Stretch, 10.5%. with as low volatility as possible. BTCI, 27%, half growth, half downside, half high income, right? Bitcoin, you know what Bitcoin is. You know what Bitcoin goes up and down. You know it can rip up and down. You know it can break your heart. You know you can just drive you crazy, right? And then MSTR, even more extreme on the opposite side of that. So now you can pick anywhere on the curve that you want to be, and you don't have to simply sit in dollars and Bitcoin. You can sit in stretch. Like stretch is the most interesting thing to me because it's a hybrid. It's just a hybrid of dollars and Bitcoin effectively. And what you're doing is you have this built-in safety net that the company is insanely incentivized to get it trading back to 99 to 101 par, okay? So anytime stretch is below 99 and you have a good time window to be able to wait for it to pull back into range, you're getting the 10.5% dividend and you're getting the increased return of it flowing back into range. 2 comments on this presentation, and you should watch this presentation from MicroStrategy today, and I'll link it right here. The fact that he's having to emphasize so much that they would be willing to sell the Bitcoin proves how dumb the talking point is of never selling. Never selling Bitcoin is a dumb talking point because now the product market fit that Bitcoin is going after is reducing the volatility. The Bitcoiners and the people that believe in Bitcoin are going to eat the volatility on the face the same way we always have been. And then under the hood, Bitcoin is going to transform credit markets and fix this. Okay? That's what's happening. So never sell is just dumb because it confuses the people that are now the product market fit people that don't want the volatility but do want dollar-based yield. That's who we're talking to now, okay? And then number two, there is no second best. There is a second best because the literal analogy that he's using in the presentation is commercial real estate. He literally goes, if you had, he's just like, look at this slide. If we had $60 billion of commercial real estate and it was appreciating at 1.25% a year, the same thing would be happening. But Bitcoin is so much better because it's going to appreciate more than commercial real estate. Boom. So there is a literal second best, and selling Bitcoin is okay. Okay, so that was a little bit out of order, but I was watching the strategy announcement from today, and it was this right here. Here, I'll zoom it in for you. Yeah, there. Okay, so go watch this strategy video from today. And then I just want to show you this. I know it's not framed very well. Yeah, you can't really see it. Okay, this is the yield curve that I'm talking about, where it's like stretches on the bottom, the simplest, BTCI is in the middle, then you got Bitcoin, then you got MSTR, okay? And you can watch the percentage changes next to each other. Like as of this exact instant recording, MSTR is down 10.8. Bitcoin is down 6.2, BTCI is down 6, and then stretch is down 0.6, okay? So you can see how it's ranked and how everything is performing in a curve. And so you can pick where you're at on the curve. I know I did that a little bit out of order, but I was just watching, got fired up because it's exciting. Like it's genuinely exciting that there's now a solution to the volatility. There's a solution to the volatility, and Bitcoiners and Bitcoin entrepreneurs are punching the volatility in the face, honestly, and like solving it. And because think about it, on a micro scale, that's what all of us individually have been trying to communicate to everyone over all these years is effectively that, hey, the volatility is worth it. The volatility is worth it. And you're not late to Bitcoin because this credit is so bad. So when they're like, strategy credit is basically proving in real time that it's better than United States government credit and it's better than private, corporate, unbranded credit. Name another company in the world where the CEO and the chairman are just going live and pressing record from both of their living rooms the day after Thanksgiving weekend and just being like, yeah, this is what we're doing. No, like nothing else is that like raw and straightforward in corporate America. And so yeah, I think it's exciting. And I think it's everything coming together of like Bitcoin augmenting fiat money in a way that is like extremely better for the world. Bitcoin is the most liquid free market in the world. And so you are watching, like the reason why this doesn't have any volatility is because the home prices are the volatility. Your wages not going up is the volatility. The egg prices are the volatility. Like the reason why that feels so comfy and smooth to people is because everything else in the world is volatile around it. Bitcoin is pulling all that in and just re-changing the underlying way that people are going to view what is money and view what is credit. And this Bitcoin yield curve thing is the newest rendition of that. It's the newest, cleanest way to explain what's happening on that. And the positive for you as a person is that if you're tired of the volatility and you've lost steam on buying the Bitcoin dip, sweet. Then just pick a different spot on the curve. I'm in that boat. And that's what I've been working on explaining to you guys over the last several months is I'm in that boat. I'm buying BTCI and STRC instead of raw Bitcoin because I don't want I'm good. I'm good on that end of the curve now. Good on that end of the curve. Carried the water on that end of the curve for a long time. And now I'm matching up my current life goals with current Bitcoin products that can deliver more of what I need. If you made it all the way to the end, two things. Watch the strategy announcement video linked here, or go to Strategy's Twitter and watch it. Two, I think you would genuinely enjoy being a part of the Bitcoin personal finance think tank, because it's a group of people and the conversation's growing really well that have come from the channel and come from the internet. And it does two things. One, it helps networking with other Bitcoiners and other kind of, Bitcoin focused personal finance people more than Twitter. Back in the old days, it was really easy to like meet people off of Twitter and go to meetups or talk with other people. That has really broken. I'm not able to find friends on there anymore. And so YouTube is the main place that's doing that. Discord is our private chat for people that want to talk about these things. And then the Bitcoin yield curve is complex. So every single day as we explain it to each other, we get better and better at talking about it. And just want to say one more thing about it. It's full of like real people. It's full of real people. It's not full of like how am I trying to say it? Like talking heads, I guess, is like the only way to say it. Is that it bothers me. Dividend channels on YouTube where the people are just kind of like news analysts, like telling you about different ticker symbols, but not telling you what they're invested in themselves. Like that's not what this is. Like it's a group of people that is like full, like has money in Bitcoin, money in these ticker symbols, thinking about things. And so, yeah, it's just real and authentic. I think you would really enjoy it. And so click join next to the subscribe button and we'll see you in there. And comment comment where you're at on understanding the Bitcoin yield curve.